I'm back. Okay. Let's see if this is going to work. I had to restart my router. Let me get back into YouTube and share the new one. Okay. Share. La 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 la. Okay. Let's see if this one wants to work. Alrighty. That one is there. And then 1 second. I am just sending it to a few people. Hello, babe. How you doing? My router, I had to reset my router. I think that might have been the issue. Apparently, I was freezing up quite a bit. I did not, everyone said I was freezing up. So I feel like it wasn't them, it was me. So I reset the router to see if that makes a difference. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. I just need people to tell me. Hopefully it will have stopped freezing up, but let's just take these off. I'm just going to go ahead and finish this La Boutique collection and get it put away. Yes, we're back. Hopefully. So yeah, I'm hoping with the router being reset that it won't freeze up. Who knows? But I'm assuming it was probably my internet because I have an extension. I have a wireless extension from my router up here, and it looks like it wasn't working the greatest. So I just switched over to my laptop to the router directly. So hopefully it will work now and everyone can hear and I won't freeze up on everybody. Who knows though, right? It's a Thursday morning. Oh gosh, I have a fuzzy on there. All right, let's take this piece of plastic off the top. Oh Lord. I was talking in a video the other day about how it just makes it easier using the tweezers and things like that. And sometimes it can be just such the pain in the butt. Let's put these in the right order so I don't put them on the card the wrong way because we know that would drive me nuts. I'm already nuts enough. Let's look at them. Hold on, I got to pull them away just so I can make sure I'm looking at the right ones. Okay, so this should be our yellow, and that's our light pink. Okay, I think we got them in the right order now. Hopefully, yay, hallelujah. Hello, Lori. My bestie's here, y'all. Lori, y'all, is doing her very first live on her channel tomorrow. So make sure you look out for that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to do it possibly early afternoon. I think that's what we were talking about. We need to get together this afternoon and get her set up on Restream because since I use my digital camera to go live, I actually cannot go live with someone else through YouTube. It all has to be through Restream. So I think we're going to work on that. When I get done here, 2 o'clock. We're going to do 2 o'clock Central Time. So that's perfect. But yeah, I'm going to get her set up on Restream today so that she can run it all from her channel tomorrow, which will be very exciting. And if I'm not mistaken, y'all, oh gosh, I can't get this picked up. I think Lori is up to 70 subscribers. Come on. 70 subscribers now. That one did not. Okay. This one has given me all sorts of fucking problems today. Hold on. Why are you being a bitch? Okay. Whew, there we go. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. I'm so proud of her. It was funny. I remember talking to Lori, gosh, when I first started doing YouTube a little while ago, right? And she's like, oh, I was like, you got to do it. She's like, no. And she is doing so, okay, why am I having such fucking issues with these last two? She's doing so well. It's funny. I'll get a message from her and she's like, I'm editing. It's so cute. All right. There's the La Boutique collection. I said boutique. That's not boutique. Bouquet. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. I can't even I can't read today, y'all. My brain is a little broke. So there's that one. That's that collection. All right. What are we going to grab next? Oh, let's put these away. That's the other thing is now that they're out of the boxes, I can actually put them away. I'm so excited. I have had them in their boxes sitting next to my desk, honestly, for like I said, these are from Christmas. These are my Christmas presents that my mom got me. So I needed to get these put away. Okay. So what do we do next? I have the Kenzico collection here. Wait till you see these, y'all. Oh, look at them. They're flash gels. The lash gels. Girl, I'm telling you, it's weird. Like I had to go reset the router. My router, I think was my router because I don't think I'm not freezing up anymore, am I? I think we're okay with the freezing now, but yeah, my router, I had to go and normally I can reset it using my phone, but that's 3. Hold on. It wouldn't even let me do that. I actually had to go down to the basement and reset it from there. So yeah, I think it was my router. Oh my gosh. I wish you could see these as well as I can here because first of all, they're very glittery, right? Super glittery, but it's got like a hollow to it. And I don't know that it comes across on camera, but oh my God, I'm so excited about these. These, let's get our swatching card out first of all. Where did I lose the swatching card? I know it came with one. I think it was one of those, because sometimes they put the swatching card in like a different box or like a little bag, and I'm wondering what I did with it. Oh, I'm going to be upset if I lost that swatching card. There's no way I did. Hold on. Let's see. Here, so I've got 2 for my If Only collection. Where's the Kenzico one? I wonder what I did with that. That's going to drive me crazy, though, because I'm not going to, all right, we're going to put it on swatching rings, so at least I can get it done and put away, and I will find the swatching card and do the swatching card in another day. Because I do want to get these done and put away. But sometimes when you get your swatching cards from Saracen, if it is a card that is bigger than the box that the polishes come in, they will go ahead and put it in like this. I'll put it in a separate bag. I looked on the floor, girl. You don't think I looked there first? Hello, Alicia. How are you doing, sweetie? How you feeling? Hope you're having a good day. Hope the knees are feeling okay. All right. So like I said, sometimes when the card is bigger than the box, they'll put it in a separate little package like this. And I think that's where my Kenzico one is. So I need to find it, but we're going to go ahead and do swatching rings so I can at least get them done. And you know what? With these, since they're so pretty on the outside, I don't even know if I need to do swatching rings. I'm just going to show them to y'all. How about that? How about if I just show them to you and I'll find the card and we will swatch it another day. But let's look at these. And as you can see, they say flash gel. Oh my gosh. Can you, all right. So to you, I'm sure it looks super silvery and stuff like that, but I don't know if you can see, it's got hollow in it too. And it's so hard to see hollow on this screen, but damn, that's pretty. All right. So that's number 1. Now the Kenzico, they have 3 of these flash gel collections. I chose the ones that are more colors that I like, but like I said, they have 3 different ones of them. So if you go look at them, oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. I love flash gel. Now, here, it's hard to see on the camera. This is very pinky. Very pinky. Oh my Lord, it's beautiful. That is stunning. All right, here's our 3rd one. Oh, okay. So this is the purple. I wish you could see the hollow. It just doesn't show up on camera, and I understand that. Sometimes you can get a good shot of it in pictures. Hey, Ange, how you doing, sweetie pie? I am just fucking around. I have to get this shit done and put away, and I can't find my card now, so I'm just showing people the colors. We'll swatch this one specifically another day. But oh my God, look at that purple. That's even more purple. That other one was more bluey. This is definitely more pinky purple. But these flash gels are just stunning. And like I said, Kenzico has 3 of these collections, and like one of them's got like lots of silvers and grays and darker colors. I like, you know me, I'm a pastel-y girl when it comes to like polishes and things. The nails I have on now are so freaking dark. I never usually wear nails this dark, but I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and do some different things here and there, right? So this, the set I have on, like these nails are way dark. I never usually wear nails this dark. Lori knows that. These are super dark for me. And then these I would probably wear because they're very purpley blue, but they are a darker nail. And y'all have seen all of my nails. I normally have much lighter nails. But, gosh, the bottles are fucking stunning. This is just like, what? That gold is so pretty. I don't feel like I have a really good gold flash gel. I do now, but I didn't before then. But the bottles, I wish you could see. They actually, oh, you can kind of see it there. See how it has that hollow? All of the polishes have that. Thank you, Ange. I appreciate it, sweetie. So you see how you can see like that hollow there? Hold on. Voicemail. Thank you. Go to voicemail. So you have to like understand like every one of those colors has that hollow in it. Oh my God. I cannot wait to use these. So excited. All right. Hold on. Just putting them away. All right. Sorry about that. I wanted to get them put away. Okay. So I was going to do the gel and gel, and I'll be honest, I'm not going to do it today. And the reason being is when you see the swatching card, you'll understand. Do I have it over here? Oh my gosh. If I did not put the swatching card back in here, I'm going to be mad at myself. Oh, I did. Okay, good. Phew. Look at how dark these colors are, y'all. Is that like not me at all? But I'm kind of, like I said, I'm trying to get outside of my comfort zone. Look at those shades. But when you see the swatching card, you'll understand. I want to get some different swatchers, glass swatchers for this one, because I feel like this swatching card would be perfect with like those glass bars to swatch. You know, the swatchers that are about yay long. I think this would be perfect like that and would look so pretty. So I need to, thank you, Exotica. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, please hit that like button if you have not already. I just want to get those long glass swatchers for this because I just think those would look amazing on here. So I'm going to hold off on this gel and gel one, even though it's stunning, and I'm teasing y'all with it. But I think I found some on AliExpress. Yeah, it was AliExpress. AliExpress is where I get all of my glass watchers, and it was a really good. Like they have a really good price right now for 40 of them. I think it's like $4, $4. It's not more than. It's like $3 and change. But to order from Ali, obviously, I have to have a minimum order, and I'm like, I just don't want to spend money right now. So we will get me some different glass washers for that one. But we got a big one here. This is the big girl. She is large and in charge. Let's just put it that way, okay? And in a good way. I'm not trying to body shame. I'm just saying. This collection is the If Only collection. Is that the cutest? So If Only. So If, the first one, you get, this is a large collection, y'all. You get 10 bottles in each So 20 bottles total. I'm like, excuse me? So pretty. I freaking love it. Okay, why the fuck is my phone blowing up now? But yes, so this is the If Only collection. And like I said, you get 20 bottles. Let's put them in the right order. That's 21, 22. What are you? Oh, okay. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Let me put this over here. 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. So like I said, you get 10 in this collection, which I think is 10 in this half, 10 in the other half, 20 total. Amazing collection. It's huge. You don't usually get collections this large in Korean polishes. And it is, when you see, of course, they're all, I know you're gonna be shocked by this. They are, oh gosh, damn it, Lori, where are you? I can't get the bottles open. Normally, Lori is my bottle opener, y'all. I'm not even kidding. I'm like, ah. Okay, these are, I know you're gonna be shocked, magnetic gels. So these are cat eyes. I just dropped my magnet. That was close. I'm like, I need Lori over damn bottles from me. She's got like major compared to me, especially in my right hand. But look at that. Is that just gorgeous? You can see all the little itty bitty glitters in it, and then bam, it blinds you. Oh, I love it. Oh gosh, I did it again, y'all. I forgot to put stuff on my swatchers. All right, hold on. Let me get some stuff on here. Now, this one is different though. What's interesting, so it comes with this swatching card, right? Which I still think would look really cool with those long ones. But then it also has this swatching card that comes with. So I think I'm going to use this one to put everything on one and just make it easier for me. And I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use my stars. I think stars will look pretty for this, don't you think? So, we don't need to do the swatch card right now. We just need to get the stuff on the swatchers, Teresa. So yeah, I think stars, like hopefully I have enough. Oh, I have more glass stars. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's good for the first 10. Dang it, I should have ordered that set. I got it, I'd have to look back at my, because again, it was one of the ones my mom got me for my birthday. She bought me Saracen credits and then I ordered it from Saracen. So I'd have to go back and look, but I guarantee you, Dee, it was not like insane. It's gonna drive me crazy now. If y'all want to know how much this one is, 1 second, I will tell you right now. Let's go look at Saracen really quickly and we can see what it is. Because as we know, with my phone, as soon as I open it and it says, hey, what do you want to look at? The very first thing is always Saracen because I go there so often. On one moment, and I will tell you how much this one cost. Order month. All right, this one, if I'm not mistaken, If Only, was it in this order? Oh yeah, there it is. 1 second. So it's 210,000 won. What does that work out to be? Somebody do the conversion for me. So 210,000 won, 100,000 won, if I'm not mistaken, is about $66, somewhere right around there. So I think this thing was a little over, like, it might have been 150 or a little less, maybe. I'm not sure what 210,000 won converts to. And I could do it real quick for y'all if you want to know. I'm sure somebody out there can grab that conversion pretty damn quickly. 1 moment, I'll tell you what it converts to. Convert. Oh, wait a minute. Computer, how much is USD? Well, no, let's cancel. What is
$1 US is currently worth 17.40 Mexican pesos or 156.87 Japanese yen.
Yay.
Would you like to know the exchange?
No, I don't. Cancel.
Currency?
Cancel. Thank you. 140. Yeah. So for less than $150, I got 20 of these beautiful Korean polishes. So I felt like this collection was a slam dunk. Didn't have to think twice about it. When you see all of these colors, you will understand. This new mat that I have, I love it, but sometimes stuff really sticks to it. I was saying earlier, I was telling Exotica earlier, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which one do we want to use? We'll just use this one. I was telling Exotica earlier, I spilt some alcohol ink on my desk and it drove me crazy. Hi, Kels. I didn't even know you were here. First of all, let me say hello to everyone. If I haven't said hello to you, I apologize. I'm by myself and you know I'm horrible at keeping up with the chat when I'm by myself. But I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. So here is that first silver we did. Oh my God, these are so pretty, y'all. Oh my goodness gracious. It was funny. I was telling, so my live, I had to stop it and come back because I think it was my internet was the issue. Look at that. Oh my God. Like I like the little spark, like you can see the extra glitter in it, but then you get that flashed gel part of it. So hold on. Okay. Look at that. I just love that. But I was telling Exotica earlier in my first live that I watched this show yesterday called the Jetty. This is RM22. And it got me so worked up and so pissed off after watching this show. It was crazy. Look at that blue. Oh my gosh. It's like a steel blue. Oh, wow. That's so pretty. But I was watching this show yesterday called The Jetty, and it has 4 episodes. It's, again, I'm obsessed with my British television. Y'all know that. So it was a British, like, they call them like a limited series. So basically like, you know, a mini series. And it had me so pissed off by the time I was done watching it that I cannot even tell you. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? I was so mad. My mom's like, oh my God. I was like, I had a visceral reaction to the show. I was pissed off. And I don't know if it was supposed to make me get pissed off, because if it was supposed to, it got its job done, because I was pissed when I got done watching that show. But it was one of those things where it's like, I watched it first thing in the morning. And it got me all riled up for the day. RM23 is the light purple. Oh. And it was just crazy because, okay, so there's one little bristle. Do you see? It's got one little bristle. That's a little jacked. So we will fix that. But it was like, I was raring for a fight. It was so funny. I was sending Stacy messages. I was saying cunt every other fucking word, I think. Was like, I was pissed. I was so mad. And then I was thoroughly convinced, y'all. I'm not even kidding you. I was thoroughly convinced. I was like, there is no way a man had to have written this damn show, right? I was like, there's no way a dude had to write this, because this is bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah, no, it was a chick. And it's like when you read it, it's like a look into relationships after the Me Too era. And I'm like, bullshit, that's not what that was. That was not what that was at all. I did not feel that was that at all. And so it got me all riled up yesterday morning early. So yesterday was a very riled up day for me. And then it was funny, I was like not feeling good in the afternoon, probably because I got myself so pissed off and riled up in the morning, like first thing in the morning. Now, mind you, when I say first thing in the morning, y'all, I get up at like 4. So I was watching this show way too fucking early in the morning. And it got me all the fuck wound up. Like all the fuck wound up. Big time. Big time. 24. I had to send this. I literally sent the link to Stacy and I was like, whatever you do, do not watch this show. And she's like, okay, I won't. Not that Stacy. Okay, so I think it's hilarious. Stacy loves American television and I love British television. Stacy's in the UK, I'm in the US. It's just, I just think that is so funny. I always giggle about that. She is up on all of the US TV shows, like, you know, like she knows them all. Like, she's like, oh my gosh, this one and this one and this one. And then she talks. And we were talking about NCIS Los Angeles, which I actually do love that show. Do any of y'all watch NC? Well, I don't even think it's on anymore. I think they're like it's reruns now. But NCIS Los Angeles, I mean, come on, it had LL Cool J in it. There's no way I wasn't going to fucking watch that. He's stunning. I mean, come on. Look at that. Because you know the ladies love Cool James. Did y'all know that that's what LL Cool J stands for? But so yeah, I was watching that way too early in the morning, getting myself way too riled up. So it was kind of funny. I had a riled up day. I love NCIS too. Those are shows I absolutely will watch. I love the original with Mark Harmon, and then they did NCIS Los Angeles, and they've done NCIS New Orleans. I think is that what they call it? That one down in New Orleans is really good too. I love that one as well. Oh, look at this beautiful light pink. Oh wow, that is here. Hold on. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's just delicate. Some of these colors are delicate. That's the best way I feel like I can describe them. They're just delicate colors. But yeah, oh gosh, I loved all of the NCISs. I cried so much when they killed LL Cool J's wife. I was like, no, it was so sad. It was so sad when they killed his wife. That episode was just gutting because like she knew they were trying to find her and like, okay, if I am ruining this for anyone, the show's been off the air for a while, so I apologize. But yeah, it was a gutting episode. Criminal Minds. Okay, can I tell you, y'all know I love my true crime and all that kind of stuff, right? Oh my God, there have been some episodes of Criminal Minds that have fucked me up. Like messed me all the way up. Criminal Minds is so good, but it is just like there have been some episodes of that. Like, in Criminal Minds, like when the guy kills what's the lead character's name on Criminal Minds? The younger guy, not the older psychologist guy that was originally Manny Patinkin was on it originally. I love Manny Patinkin. But the other guy who used to be on, I can't remember what the hell he used to be on, but his character. Oh God, that episode with Horatio. I love that. But yeah, the episode where that serial killer goes and gets his wife and everything. Oh no. That fucked me up. I couldn't watch it for a while. And my mom absolutely, there was one episode of Criminal Minds, because we used to watch it all the time. We love shows like, right? But there was one episode of Criminal Minds that fucked her up so bad. And I can't remember which one it was. She can't watch the show anymore. It's just too good. They're just too good at like fucking with your head, man. That show is just like, damn. They're very good. Did anybody ever watch Lie to Me? Lie to Me was one that I loved as well. My mom and I loved that one. That was Tim Roth was in that one, and he was, I think it was a psychologist, and he was Ted Danza. Isn't he in Ted Danza? I don't know, Lori. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think. What show is he in? Is he in, not NCIS, but, oh crap. The one that takes place in Las Vegas, is that the one? Yeah, Ted Danza's from Cheers. And I think he in one from like Las Vegas or something like that. It's not NCIS. It was like the original ones of those. I can't think of what's called now. I know one of y'all is going to know it. But yeah, that show messed my mom. Criminal Minds messed my mom up one episode. And yeah, I don't watch that with her anymore. I have to watch this by myself. I forgot to tell you, this is 27 here. Yeah, it's not Criminal Minds. I'm trying to think what it's called. What's the damn show that's in LA? It's in Los Angeles. And then they had the one in Miami. Where the guy kept, like, every time like something would happen, he would take his sunglasses off. Can't remember what it's called though. It's not Criminal Minds. It's the other one. One of y'all is going to know it and say it, and I'm going to be like, of course that's what it's called. This is number 28. But there's been a few shows. Like for a long time, my mom could not watch Mark Harmon in anything because he played Ted Bundy and did it really, really well. Oh my God, I know. Isn't she amazing? She is just so cute. I love her glasses. I love her hair. I love her style. She is I just love her so much. Okay. Look at that. These are so reactive. I mean, so reactive. And I love the little individual like glitters in them. I just think that's so pretty. There's certain shows that my mom is just like, nope, can't watch those anymore. Like she can't watch Walking Dead anymore. Walking Dead trips my mom out to the point where we're like, no, we don't watch that anymore together. Oh, this is going to be a beautiful green, this 29. I can just feel it. Oh my God, it's like a teal green, y'all. Oh, that's so pretty. Hold on, let me get the magnet and show you on here. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that color. It's like a tealy blue green, and then it's got that amazing cat eye. Oh, I love this. But yeah, I haven't seen the last season of Walking Dead because my mom and I used to watch it like every Sunday. It was like our Sunday night ritual, right? We'd watch Walking Dead, and then right after Walking Dead, they had Talking Dead, which was like the show that talked about the episode that we just watched. So it was our Sunday night ritual. And when it went, like it took like a little bit of a hiatus. I don't remember why. I don't know if it was like a writer's stroke or hey, hi, Katie. How you doing, sweetie? I don't know if it was like a writer's strike or whatever, but anyways, it was off the air for a little while. And then we weren't watching it. And like my mom was like, no, I can't. It just freaks her out too much. So I have not seen the last season of Walking Dead. So I do need to get caught up on that because I want to start watching some of the other ones. You know what I mean? But, number 30. All right. I'm going to just check really quickly. As a manager lips, do you have to be on YouTube to be a manager of Lip Smacking Nails? I don't know. You'd have to talk to them. I'm not part of Lip Smacking Nails anymore. Katie Cat, D, Valerie. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I haven't missed anybody. All right, good. We are good to go. So, here we go. Sorry, I forgot to show you the polish. But yeah, so I need to get caught up on Walking Dead so that I can get caught up on like the series afterwards. Because I've seen, obviously, there's a series that Daryl has and Michonne and Rick is back. So Rick is obviously, okay, I am not doing any spoilers for anybody. The damn show's been out for years, so no one yell at me. Rick's not dead. I was like, what? Wait, I thought Rick was dead. But then I kind of knew he wasn't dead, but then I never thought we were ever going to see him again. But now he's back, and I'm like, what the hell? So, yeah, I need to get the last season of Walking Dead done so I can go on to all of the new shows that they have. Because I want to see the one with Daryl and Carol. I loved Daryl and Carol. They were like truly some of my favorite characters because I felt like the character arch. Okay, I'm going to start getting all one deep with the show now, right? So first of all, how many of you all watched Walking Dead, like religiously from the beginning? Let me know in the comments how many of you did before I start getting into my like analyzing the show. So obviously, Katie, I love that. I love it, love it, love it. Anybody else like really into it? Because like, here's the thing, y'all. When I say I'm into the show, I have seen every season except the last season so many times it's not even funny, because what I used to do before the new season would come out was I would literally binge the whole show from episode 1 about a week or 2 weeks before the new season would come out so that I would be ready. But one of the reasons I really loved Carol and Daryl both is their characters, the arc of their characters and their storyline, and how they, what's the word I want to use? They developed and grew over the show was just amazing. Because if you watch episode 1 of Carol with Carol in it, right? She has an abusive husband who like beats the shit out of her and all of this. And let's be honest, Carol turned into one of the baddest badasses of them all. Okay. So I love her character because of the fact that I feel like it is one of those things where she came through so much and grew. And like, I mean, come on, Sophia, her daughter, like gets killed in, I think it's season 2, gets turned into a fucking zombie and all of this. So it was one of those shows though, that it was just, I felt like the writing was incredible, like incredible. And Daryl, I mean, come on, think about Daryl's character, right? Hello. Daryl was a Southern boy from the South who was rather fucking racist, if we want to like be truthful about it, when the show started, and how much he grew and changed and just became like a full-blooded, like full-blown character that you cared about. Because let's be honest, if you don't care about characters in television shows, you're never going to watch it, right? You're going to like be like, okay, yeah, whatever. That was interesting. Gotta go. Don't want to waste my time on that. Like I said, don't ever watch The Jetty, y'all. It'll piss you off. Oh, shit. Sorry. Dropped something. I need to get some more sticky tabs. Hold on one sec. But I felt like Daryl and Carol's characters were the ones that had the most growth. Their characters, like how they changed and developed, was just incredible, I thought. But the whole show as a whole, like it was just, yeah. No, I get you, Katie. Because here's the thing. He started out that way at the very beginning, but okay. I'm going to talk about the world around us right now, right? We are living in an extremely scary, volatile time in our world for everyone, not just here in the United States, but everybody. And I think what is the scariest is that we have now gotten to the point where we no longer can look at our neighbors and acknowledge that it's okay for us to think differently, okay to be different, right? Or to have grace and be able to say that people have changed and their viewpoints have changed and things like that. And he really was a character that you could see him grow, develop, understand that the person he was before was not who he wanted to be. And if he had not gone through what he went through in the zombie apocalypse, would he have ended up like his older brother, who actually, let's think about it. Daryl's brother had a sort of a come to Jesus type meeting type thing where he, where he originally was and where he was when he finally left the show and died. Again, these characters on that show, that's what I loved about the show, is they were complex. They were not two-dimensional characters in any way. It was a show that I really felt like the writing on that show was just outstanding. And you cared about all of those characters so, so much. I remember when Jesus died. Can I tell you, I fucking bawled my eyes out the episode that Jesus died. I get you, Katie. I think anyone who knows you knows that that's not you, not at all. But I get what you're saying. He was definitely a character that, you know, he went through so much. Daryl's when you see, like, you know, the stories, the specific stories about like the characters and like their backstories and things like that, like Daryl's character went through so much. It was just like, wow. Okay, let's make sure I put the right. Yeah, I did do. Oh, yay. Woohoo. I took the plastic off the correct ones. We have to top coat these still. But the character development on that show, I think, is kind of like, you know, what just tripped me out the most. And the stories, the storylines they kept coming up with, I was just like, it was amazing. Amazing. But I felt like Daryl and Carol's characters they went through so much. You know, you found out about Daryl and his horrible upbringing of his father when he and Beth were on their own. And then to have Beth die at the end of that arc of that storyline and have Daryl carrying her out of the hospital. Oh my God. It ripped my heart out. I was devastated. I was so devastated. I was like, that's not cool. It's not cool at all. Maggie. My brain is broken, y'all. I just put like 3 people's names together and said Maggie. Hi, Louise. Hi, Mabel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am just swatching and literally kind of rambling about television shows that I freaking love, right? So we're talking about Walking Dead right now, and the characters and the stories that show had. I felt like they developed the characters so well. I mean, just so well. You cared about so many of them. Even the characters, like I said, characters were allowed to be given grace in that show. Shit, let's think about it. Come on, be truthful. How many people do we want to give grace to in this world in the day and age we have? I struggle. I really do. I used to be a person that I feel like was someone who understood that we all have stuff we go through and things like that. But in the world we're living in, it's really hard to give people grace and understand that they may not be who they were, or they may have learned and become a different person. But that show, like, they had characters in there that made you understand that where they were was not where they were going to end up, right? Like, life changes us, all of our experiences. I always talk about the lens that we look at the world in. My lens is very different than anybody else's lens. We all have our individual lenses that we look through the world at. And being able to have characters that you could see when you first started them, you were like, started the show. Like, when I first started the show, I was waiting for Daryl to die, I'll be honest. I was like, this guy's a motherfucking asshole. But then when you see how freaked out he is about his brother being left in the city and handcuffed and on the roof, there's something in you that goes, okay, there's something here. Bye, sweetie. I will check in with you later, Queen Bee. There's something about these characters that they make them more human. And I was having a conversation with someone recently, and they were talking about like that they're convinced that the human race is going to go extinct. And I have a different take on that. I don't think the human race is going extinct. I think our humanity is, because we don't give people the grace to say, hey, I've learned that maybe the way I was acting or the things I was doing was probably maybe not the best for the world as a whole, right? Oh my God, when they killed Glenn. Yes. Okay. Yeah. It was, I mean, like I said, it was such an amazing show. There were so many great characters. But what I liked about the show is that they were able to have characters that had storylines where they grew and changed. And granted, they were forced to because of the apocalyptic situation they were in. But think about the writing. I mean, That's amazing to me. The producer, which I always thought was his name was hilarious, was Scott Gimble, M. Scott Gimble. So they always just call him Scott Gimble. Because I guess there's another producer, writer named Scott Gimble, which I thought was funny. I'm like, what are the odds, right? But anyways, those characters were allowed to be flawed, but also to grow and understand that they couldn't stay the way they were. And that cannot stay the way it is, because look how crooked it is. And I'll go nuts with that. My OCD will fucking drive me batshit crazy. You must be straight. Hold on. Okay. All right. No, you're crooked still. Damn it. Does anyone else like lose their effing mind over stupid shit like this? This like will drive me crazy. I can't leave it this way. Or cannot. There we go. I'm like, I cannot leave that star as crooked as it is. But even like his character, Glenn, he was amazing. That was one that was a character and a story that just, it just destroyed me when they killed Glenn and the way they did it. And then think about it, right? Like, there's just been so much of the allowing characters to grow and change and people who you would never, ever think about giving grace to were able to give grace, like, let's think about it. Maggie, like, hello, she has a show now too, right? Does she not? And it's with, I can't even think of his name now. Negan, who fucking killed her husband.
I didn't.
No, you didn't, Mom. My mom says hi, y'all. Mama T is in the other room doing something. But, it's like being able to look at people and give them grace. We've lost that, I feel like. Everybody is like, it's us against them now. And that's part of our problem is when we start looking at our neighbors as our enemies, how do you then, look at people and say if they, someone who you might find morally repugnant, which I'll let you know, there's quite a few people I think are morally repugnant. But some people, they learn, they understand, they change. And we've lost that ability to give people grace, I feel like. Oh, God, that is so pretty. Look at those. Those are fucking stunning, y'all. Look at that. Oh, so excited. Okay, let me put these first 10 away and I'll get the next 10 out. Hold on. La, la, la. 1 sec. I'm almost there. All right. Okay. So that was If. That was the If collection. And now we're going to look at Only. But before we do that, let me put my swatchers on here so I'm not going, oh, let me swatch it, and it's not ready. Are there any shows that y'all are like passionate about? As you can tell, I've watched Walking Dead so much. I'm kind of passionate about that one. So it is a show that I literally will sit and talk to people for hours about if they want to, because I love it that much. And I just felt like it was so, yes, it was a zombie apocalypse and I freaking love my zombies, but it was more than that. That show was more, a broken one. Hold on, let's take that out so that I don't hurt myself. And there's the rest of it. I see the rest of the broken piece. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. 1 sec. I dropped. Lord, I'm dropping shit left and right, y'all. Drop my stick tabs. Okay. Oh, SWAT. Oh, that's a good one too. I did love SWAT that was a good show. That is a very good show. Come on. Shamar Moore, how can you not think that's a good show? That man is like, I was trying to think who says it. Oh, Sarah from Manic Dale Days. She will look at people and she's like, you are Benjamin Buttoning it. You know what I mean? Where you're like, they look like they're younger now than they did before. And that is one. Shamar Moore, that man don't age. He just gets fucking like beautiful, fine wine. He does not age though. I'm like, how old are you? There's no fucking way. No fucking way. And then I think about all the shows he's been in. I'm just like, yeah, okay. Hold on. SWAT, yeah, absolutely. CSI, that was it. We couldn't think of it earlier. Oh my gosh, we were going back and forth earlier. Thank you so much, Wonder Woman. And you may have said it earlier and I just didn't see it, but I could not think of that damn show CSI because that's a good show. But I always thought it was hilarious. CSI Miami, the main character, the dude with the red hair whose name I can't think of, every time something would happen, he would take his sunglasses off. I just thought that was so hilarious. It got to be the point where I was just like, it was like his signature move. But yeah, there are just some shows that I feel like the writing is so good on. And Walking Dead was one of those shows where I was just like, it blew me away. All right, so we saw If. If was obviously much lighter. And Only, as you can tell, are much darker colors. There's a few light ones, but for the most part, it is a darker palette. So If is the lighter palette, Only is the darker palette. And oh my God, look at that color. Damn, that's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, Horatio, that's it. That's it, right? 36, 37, 30, 39, and 40. But yeah, I always thought it was so funny when his sunglasses would come off because it was like, it was his thing to be like, oh my gosh, look at this. It was that one thing you were like, oh, the show would start. He'd take his sunglasses off and then all of a sudden, yes, then the opening music would start. But yeah, those are certain shows that like, and Stacy loves all of those kind of shows too. But it's very funny because I love my British television shows too, right? Okay, I'll show it to you first. It's 32, so it's going to be our second one, but I'll show it to you first because it's just so fucking pretty. Look at that. I mean, holy crap. Holy crap. Okay, why do I have this is odd. Why do I have fucking red hair on I don't have red hair. My hair's blonde currently. It's kind of a dishwater dirty blonde. I need to actually do it. Lori usually does my hair for me, but she had knee surgery, so she has not been over as much as she normally is. Okay, 31. We're going to start and just get into it. So this is number 31, which, oh my Lord. Okay. If y'all like that last one, I'm trying to do it as like be a little secretive about it because I want to like pull some of the polish off so I don't spill any. If you like that last one, look at that. So the last one's slightly pinkier than this red. Holy shite, these are gorgeous. And I'm not a red person, but like I have seen some red cat eyes that have blown me away recently. I got my Born Pretty PR package and there's a color in it called Hot Ruby. It literally, y'all, like I opened the bottle and it took my breath away. It was so pretty. And it looks incredible on a nail. Oh my God, the way that it just, yeah, it is just gorgeous. I am really digging some of these red cat eyes. They are just so, I mean, right? Oh my God, gorgeous. Look at that. The red jelly underneath that deep, it's almost like a blood red. And then, bam, look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I have been really digging some of these red cat eyes. So pretty. They don't sell these as individuals yet, but I think next month they go on sale as individuals. They always sell them as a collection, you know. Initially, they're like, you're like, oh, I love 3 of the 7 colors. Suck it up, you got to buy all 7. And I'm honestly, I don't care what brand it is. I want the whole collection of something. You know what I mean? It's yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It is a bad thing. Anyway. All right. Oh God, look at that. Look at that. You can get If Only. You can buy If, or you can buy Only, or you can do the If Only. So if you, oh wow, that's really pretty. So if one of them like you like better than the other, then you don't have to buy all 20. You can buy them separately in 10 and 10. But I mean, come on, when you look at these, when I saw the colors, I was like, yeah, yes, please. Ooh, look at that. So this is on the camera. I don't know if it comes off as like cocoa-y brown as it looks to me here. I can't, the camera, I just like never, I feel like, I don't care what camera it is. I just don't feel like it gives some of these polishes justice because they're just so fucking stunning. But this one is like got more of a definite like a cocoa brown color to it. So hopefully you can, it's coming off slight, and you know what, it might be, oh, you know what? It is my lovely purpley pink fingernails underneath it. There we go. It's like, where's that fucking pink coming from? Oh, I don't know, those freaking nails you were wearing, woman. Oh gosh, y'all, were you, any of you on Katie Cat's live the other morning? She made the dopest nails. They were so fucking cool and so long. I loved them. It was for nail roulette, and she made a sweater pattern like out of crescent moons, out of stars. It was so freaking cool. I loved it. So this is 36, a darker green. Yeah, they are. They're like Freddy Krueger nails, super, super long. They're awesome, but they were so cool. I had such a good time watching. The reason I decided to go live this morning, this is so funny because it's like, I have caught a few of Katie Cat's lives that are at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm just like, I fucking love that. And I'm like, you know what? I was just going to come in here and record me swatching these. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go live. I don't care that it's like, morning time, and I'm just going to do it. So yeah, that is why I decided to go live this morning, because I always like watching Katie's super early in the morning. I can sit there in my recliner. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, yes, this is nice. I'm happy. All right. Yeah, they are really cool. Seriously, Mabel, you got to go check them out. It was so neat watching. And then the one nail she like decorated with some charms. Oh my God, it's fucking beautiful. I love that nail. That was my favorite as well, Katie. Just so you know. She and I had the same favorite nail. I live and edit them too. I know you record well in advance. I didn't know you could do that. No. Are you serious? You can download these bitches and edit them? Oh, look at, see, I learned something new today. I did not know you could do that. I love that, to be honest with you, because sometimes like the live when I started earlier today, I was having issues with my internet and had to go restart my router. So like the first live is like maybe like 10, 15 minutes long because of that. So did I just take that one out of the wrong order? I did. Oh, that's 36. Y'all, I grabbed them out of the wrong order. I got to remember that green is 36. 35. Okay. I totally. 34. Okay. Let's make sure that we know the green was out of order. All right. So my two reds, my brown, that green did not go there, but whatever. All right. 34 is the next one. Now this is an even, oh wait, no, I already did this brown, didn't I? No, this is a different brown. Sorry. See, that's what happens. I start getting myself like all confused. This is a much darker brown than that last one. He was like, you're paying for what I needed to fix up. Sorry, I was reading what Dee was saying. What about the bumper now? So stupid. He was like, you're paying for what I need to fix it. No if and or buts. Like, what the fuck? I would have anyways, but he knows I don't make as much. Oh, your man is saying that? Ooh, girl. I surely hope he said it in a nice way. I will tell you right now, here's my attitude on that shit, okay? It's a fucking car. There's no need to lose your shit on people over a goddamn car. So if you'd like me to come kick his ass, I mean, I know he's obviously larger than me, but don't fucking talk to people that I love that way. That's not cool. I can be very, what's the word I want to say? I don't like when people fuck with my friends. I don't care who you are. I am a very loyal friend, and yeah, I don't the whole fuck around and find out shit. I'll be happy to fuck you up if you want me to. Welcome to Teresa, the loving person that I am. Wait, 36. Let's get these in the right order. Jesus, woman. 36, then 37. Okay. Let me get these. I'm trying to make sure I don't confuse myself because that green, taking that green out of order, totally jacked up my brain. And now my brain is going zit, 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 zit. I don't know about anybody else, but my brain sometimes it'll get stuck like that where I'm like, what the hell? Okay. And then followed with, I'm upset. So fucking what wasn't. It was, oh, girl. Yeah. This bottle feels like so full compared to the rest. I don't know, but it feels heavier than the rest. I don't know why. That's so strange. All right, look at that. Oh my gosh, that is such a pretty. Yes, these are, like I said, some of these are so dark compared to the first half of the collection. It's like a black, maybe a smoky gray, a dark gray. And then, oh yeah, that's pretty. I worked in the car industry for over 20 years. So I get the whole people loving their cars and shit, but I was never one of those people ever in the car industry who was like, oh my God, my car is so amazing. I'm like, oh, fuck it. You know what? It gets me from point A to point B. If it gets me from point A to point B, I don't fucking care after that. You know, let's be honest. It's a fucking car. I mean, come on. And if it's your car, now is this your car or is this like a family car? Everyone drives it. I'm trying to, this is 38, the situation. You know, they are. I'm the same way. I'm a huge, as you can tell, light colored person because all of my polishes for the most part, when we look around even when I did my room tour, it was funny. I was watching it and I'm like, I don't have like a lot of crazy dark colors. I don't have a lot of creams. Most of my polishes are either a syrup gel or a jelly, things like that. I do have creams, but they are from when I originally started doing nails. All of my iGel Beauty, for the most part, I would say 3/4 of that collection is creams. I do have jellies and things in it, but for the most part, it's just cream. And oh wow, this one's gonna be pretty. I think it's like a dark, like super dark brown. I agree, Mabel. Hold on. Yeah, it was a bumper that was already broken. Well, he paid for it, but it's in your name. Okay. I get that. And again, the bumper was already broken. We talked about this earlier because I asked her, I was like, because I don't know if most of you know this, but bumpers on cars nowadays are held on by little metal clips, right? So if the clip breaks, then your bumper is not going to stay on anymore. So I asked her about that. And apparently this bumper has come off before because somebody has done this before and the damn thing was screwed onto the car. At that point, you lose all your rights, as far as I'm concerned, to bitch about something that was already broken. It was already broken, man. It already had like a jacked up fix. Like they fixed it jacked up. It's not like they put a brand new bumper on there with brand new clips. They screwed the damn thing back on. You're lucky it fucking didn't fall off before. Sorry. I know. I shouldn't be that way, y'all. I'm like, I don't know Dee's husband personally, but I'll be happy to come down and fuck him up for you if you want me to. See, look it. Exactly. There you go. But I bought the whole kit for the clips, right? Exactly. It's not that fucking big a deal. I mean, come on. Oh, wow. That's pretty. Stopped me in my tracks. I'm like, wow, that was really pretty. It's not that big a deal. So I just, yeah, that kind of stuff always makes me angry. Now, again, my mom was a mechanic, y'all, before, like, I say she was a mechanic, but my mom was much more than that, okay? She started out as a mechanic, right? So I'm always of the, like, the thought process is, if you're not going to fix it right and you're just going to kind of like, rig it together, something's going to happen to that damn thing eventually if you're not going to actually do a proper repair on stuff. So as far as I'm concerned, Mabel and I are coming to town and we are going to kick Dee's husband's ass. Now, watch, Dee's husband's probably 6'7", 300 pounds with my luck. How big is your hubby before I start threatening him? Just kidding. I'm not really going to come to town and threaten him. I'm beat him up, people. I could do much worse things. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Dee and I were talking, and I've been very honest with y'all. I go to therapy. I've been going to therapy for years. I think therapy, first of all, is everyone should go to therapy, because I tell people this. Therapy is a place that you can go and bitch, complain, scream. Oh, girl. Oh, shit. I got your hubby then. I'm taking him. Yeah, I'm not worried about that shit. He best worry about me. I'm taller than him. I don't weigh more than him, but I'm taller than him. And I'm mean. So that's what I was getting ready to get to with my therapy thing. I have anger issues. I have major anger issues, y'all. I was brought up, my mother is an amazing human being. This is not from my mother. I just want y'all to know that. My grandparents, and I spent a lot of time with my grandparents growing up because of the fact that my mom was a single parent. And so anytime school was out, I had to go someplace because she had to work. So I spent a lot of time at my grandparents' house. And my grandfather was a racist, a very bad racist. My grandmother as well. And I was telling somebody, I think it was just yesterday, that I learned at a very young age because, so I have one uncle and 8 aunts. So my uncle was considered the person who could do no wrong. He was a boy. He had a dick. So since he had a dick, he was so much better than everybody else in the family. So I learned at a very young age, at least in my family, that women had no value. Okay. And it was okay to scream and yell at them and call them names and all that kind of crap. And I will tell you right now, if you fucking try to do that to me now, you may not live to see tomorrow. Kidding, YouTube. So I don't deal with that shit well. If you want to see somebody pop off and get cray cray, catch me when I am having a bad day, and you will be shocked, because the person I am now is not the person that I was when I was younger. And therapy has helped me with that, because I was able to go there. And like I said, when you go to therapy, you can scream, yell, do whatever the fuck obviously you're not going to hurt people. Let's talk about it. But they are not there to judge you. It's a place you can go and not be judged. So I feel like that is why everyone should go to therapy, because we all need to have that place, because we have friends, we have family, and they love us. But sometimes the shit that's going on, especially in my head, if I fucking told my mom would lose her mind. She would be so freaked and so sad, right? But I can go to therapy and I can talk about it and get it out, and then I don't have that in my head anymore. And my therapist is an amazing woman. But therapists are not there to judge you. And if you have a therapist that is judging you, that person should not be a therapist, okay? They are there to help, to listen, to be a sounding board, but they're not there to judge you. Now, they can challenge you, because I will tell you, my therapist challenges me sometimes, because I will try to be like, oh, no, it's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. When it's obviously a big fucking deal, right? So I do that sometimes. But growing up in the family I grew up in, it was a family of violence and anger. And, like I said, my uncle could do absolutely no wrong. But if you looked at people, my aunts were, they were definitely mentally abused really bad. My mom as well. And so I grew up with some major anger issues, like major anger issues. I would just be, I can't even explain how bad it used to be because I'm nothing like that now. But it's one of those things that it's like, when you have that in you, can you not tap back into it like that? You know what I mean? It's easily. Like when you have that, part of therapy is you learn how to live your life and not be that way anymore. But it does not stop you from not knowing that it's there and easily tapped into. Oh my Lord, Miss Fifi. I think it was, I actually was telling this to Stacy yesterday. So yeah, I can be fiercely, what's the word I want to say? When people fuck with my friends, that's one of the things that will trigger that. I am a fiercely loyal human being to the people that I love. You fuck with them and you're fucking with me. So that's the way I take things. So, but therapy has helped me to be a much happier person 99% of the time. That 1% of the time, though, yeah, don't fuck with me. Stacy is, Stacy, I was telling him how the show yesterday got me so riled up in the morning. I was like, every other word probably out of my mouth was cunt. I was so mad about the show. And part of it was the fact that it kind of triggered some of the stuff that I grew up with. The women have no value. Doesn't matter if you are a scumbag man, you could have nothing. You could have not gone to school, nothing like that. And you are fabulous because you're a guy, because you have a dick. And I'm sorry, but yeah, I've never thought that way. So I was telling how that show got me like riled the fuck up. I mean, I was riled. And it was so funny because my mom's like, maybe we should change the channel. I'm like, no, I need to find out what happens. I'm like, all righty, have fun. Laundry. I hate laundry. I want to be independently wealthy so I never have to do laundry again. I fucking hate it. So, and it's not so much, I hate, here's the thing, I just hate putting the shit all away. Oh my God. I can't even, yeah. I was so mad. I was like raging about this show. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay. So when I was little, I don't know if y'all heard that. Did you hear a whistle just now? I don't know if you could hear it. It was kind of quiet. When I was a little, I used to wander off from my mom all the time because I was all like, whoo! I was like, squirrel. I'd be like, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. And so she used to whistle for me when I was a little kid. And she just did the whistle. It's also the whistle she does for the dogs. So it's kind of funny because I was like, I just heard it and I'm like, oh, she's whistling for me. And I'm like, oh no, she's whistling for the dogs. So yeah, my mom used to whistle for me like I was a dog when I was a kid, y'all. I swear, I feel like my childhood. Did I ever tell y'all I spent more than a little time at a hippie commune when I was little? I got some good stories from when I was little. I'm not even kidding, y'all. I got some good ones. I mean, I have some ones. Everybody has the childhood traumas because their family sucks. But I got some funny stories from being a kid and my mom. And she was a hippie. We lived in Southern Illinois, and we lived on a hippie commune for a little while that was called the Bird Farm. And it was owned by the Bird family. The Bird family was a family that they, I guess the family business was like insulation, right? They did insulation for houses and things like that. And they started making blown foam domes. Try saying that really quickly. It is not easy. And so they made all these dome houses that like all the little hippie kids would live in. And my mom and I lived there. Did I just put that on the wrong one? I did. Hold on. See? That's what I get for Jabberjohn. Trying to... Nope, I didn't. It's a miracle, y'all. I just had to look at it from the right angle. So yeah, I used to live on a hippie commune as a kid, and it was like cray cray. People walked around naked all the time, and it was very funny. Music, there was so many musicians there. I grew up around so many musicians as a kid. So music has always been like in my life. I am not musically inclined. Like I can't play instruments, but I freaking love music. But yeah, it was a very interesting childhood. My mom moved me away from my toxic family in Northern Illinois when I was really little. So, but like I said, I still had to spend summers with them. So, okay. Gonna put you all on the telly box. Incoming call, damn it. LOL later, Gators in chat. Love yous. I love you too, sweetie. Look at those colors. So yes, if only. I just think those are so pretty. Those reds. And I know this is crooked. I'm trying to pretend like I don't see it's crooked, but I gotta fix it. Stuff like that. Like I'll be like, no, I'm gonna leave it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, right? And I'll leave the room and I have to come back to the room and fix it because it's not fine. Hold on. No, don't go on crooked again, damn it. No. Now I'm putting it on even more crooked. Okay, that's better. It's the silliest things, I swear. But look at how, and that brown is crooked too. Okay, can I push you up at least? Sometimes you can like manually force them into the right spot, but these are really good sticky tabs. They don't work up. Let's wipe this off too. I have my sticky fingerprints all over them. I have, this is the last one I have to do because the ones I have now, I have to wait that I haven't done because of two of my nail ladies. We've got something special planned with them. So I can't do the next ones I have still. But those are now done. Oh my God, those are so pretty. Let's put them in my swatching book. We need to put the swatching book together. All right, let's move all this shit out of the way. Oh, hold on. Let me move my polishes. 1 second, y'all. Let me just put these away and I'll be right back. And we can put these in our swatching book. All right. Okay. We have the book. Just have to figure out where to put them. All right. I've shown this many times. I love my swatching book. The second one? Okay. So let's get our swatches over here. Excuse me. Thank you very much. All right. So I did the cake gels in the first live. So y'all didn't see that. That was in the first live. So I did the cake gels. And then we did, where did my butterfly one go? I sat it down and was like, okay, put it right here so you don't lose it, T. And then, oh, there it is. Sorry. All right. So we've got the La Bouquet. We've got If Only. Yeah, this one is just, it screams Easter, does it not? That just screams Easter to me. And then we've got our cake gels. So I did the cake gels first. Love those. This is series 2. Series 2. I have 2 and 3. I do not have series 1. So series 2 of the cake gels. We did Glitter Lab, La Bouquet. And then If Only. I will say, of If Only, these two have just blown me away. Those 2 reds are stunning. And I'm not a red gal, but those 2 reds are just hubba, 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 hubba. Look at that. Oh my God. I love them. Okay. Where shall we put them? We've looked at my book before. If you haven't seen it, here it is. These are all my Korean swatchers because they swatch, the Korean polishes come with the swatching cards and I'm like, where am I going to put them all? So I put them in this book. This, I don't even know if I might I think I did that one on a live, but those are really pretty too. And they're all creams. The Bessie Sweet Shop. Oh my God, this collection is gorgeous. I love the By Greens. Those are stunning as well. Persona, that's gorgeous. Cake gels, there we go. I know where that one's going. Let me grab it. And get some double-sided tape here. I made the mistake. Don't ever do this, y'all. I made the mistake of doing this once and I regretted it so badly. I had like I used to have like a bar. I kept my double-sided tape on, right? And the two, like I had 4 or 5 rolls that got stuck together, like side by side like this. Oh my God, don't ever do that. They stick together so badly that it is almost impossible to get them to come apart. It was like a pain in the ass. Felt like I wasted so much double-sided tape when I did that. And I'm like, why did you do that? I don't know. It just seemed like a good idea at the time, but it was most definitely not a good idea. Hold on, I'm looking for my scissors. If I was a pair of scissors, where would Teresa have put me? Oh, on the floor. There you go. That's where scissors go. They must have fallen and I just didn't notice. Sorry. Jeez, I swear. I had no space for them, Valerie, because at first I had them all because I didn't have very many. First I had them out so you could see them, because a lot of the cards, they'll come like this Bevla collection, right? So it comes so it stands up and you can look at it. But I'll be honest, I need my desktop space and the space on the top of my dressers or my cabinets and things like that for other things. So I was like, what am I going to do with these? And I keep my nails in a book. I don't know. I just finished putting a crap ton of them in there. I'll show you in a second. I keep my nails in a book like this. And I was like, wait a minute. This is a fabulous idea for this kind of thing. So, nope. And I try to, when I'm putting them in, I try to do it kind of Tetris-y. You know what I mean? Like this one will fit here. Yes, it does overlap this a little bit, but I needed the space. So, hold on. What is that? Get on my, there we go. So yeah, this book came in super handy. And to be honest with you, I can't buy anything else. Let's be truthful. I'm out of work right now. There's no way I can buy anything else. And after the jobs numbers that just came out for January, I am not super optimistic about February. I'll be honest with y'all. So I am most definitely not buying anything. Not that I need anything. I mean, come on, let's be truthful. I have more stuff than I know what to do with, so I definitely don't need anything. Oh gosh, that's so pretty. Oh, I might have to mute myself because my dog's getting ready to be a royal asshole. Can you hear him? I think this If Only is going to have to start a brand new page. I have a video coming out soon because I did record this, but look at that Yoso Berry collection, y'all. Is that stunning or what? That is gorgeous. But I think that the If Only is going to have to start a new page by itself. Yes, that's going to look gorgeous up there. I also made swatches of oh my gosh. Now the chromes and glitters. Oh, okay. That right there, Valerie. Oh my God. Chromes and glitters. I am so highly impressed with that. I want to see your swatches of chromes and glitters because I get such satisfaction watching those videos when people do their chromes in the little boxes and you have all this stuff. Oh my God, I just find that so satisfying watching those kind of videos. Okay, let's put this in the book. I also find if I don't do this right when I get done, they don't end up getting in the book. And then I'm like, well, that's not helpful, Teresa. Oh man, I may have to mute me in 1 second if my dogs don't chill out. Can you all hear my dogs barking? Jesus Christ. My God. Can you all hear that? I don't know if you can hear that, but oh, that's so pretty. All right, so there's the If Only in the book. Hold on. what sleeves you get for the binder. Oh, so this actually all came together. This binder, the binder and the sleeves came together. I got it on Amazon. I got 2 of them. So these plastic inserts actually came with it. He's not doing his like I'm a vicious dog yet, but he gets really obnoxious. So those come with it. But hold on, let me show you my nails. One sec. So this is what I originally bought it for, was this kind of thing, to put all of my nails in it, because it's so hard when you have a bunch and you want to look at them. So I finally went through and like added them all in here. I'm pretty proud of that Harry Potter nail. Come on, does that not, that Harry Potter nail is pretty fucking cool with the castle in the background. I like that one. I'm pretty proud of it. And then, but yeah, so that's what the book, I originally got the book for, was this kind of thing to put nails in, right? I got it off of Amazon. I think when I got it, it was a 2-pack. So have a good one, Ange. Bye, sweetie. It was a 2-pack. So I think they come in, it came in a 2-pack when I ordered it. Did you do the whole Harry Potter set? I did, and that's one of the reasons I'm pretty upset about it, is because there is like 5 nails to this collection. This is actually one of the nails. It was supposed to look like the Sorcerer's Stone. But yeah, so I did do 5 Harry Potter nails. I just can't find 3 of them. So that's why it was like, you need to put these in a book, girl. I used to be part of a nail collab on Instagram. And every month what we would do is and it was all based around movies. So you would have to do a set of nails based off of like a movie or a TV show. So like one time I did The Simpsons. I did obviously Doctor Who, because I love Doctor Who. I did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer one time. I did Doctor Who a second time because I love Doctor Who. What else did I do for that one? Oh, okay. If y'all like zombie movies, Train to Busan is the best, all-time best zombie movie. In my opinion, it is dubbed, I will tell you. It is dubbed, but it is so good. They dub it with English. So, but it is such a good zombie movie. So I did like Train to Busan. That was one I did. Any of those. I did Jaws. I've got some casino nails in here too. I did the movie Casino. Where are those? But the casino nails are kind of like, so like those are the ones I did for the movie Casino. These are the ones I did for the movie Damsel. Let's see. And it was, okay, so these are some of my favorite ones. Have anyone seen Get Hard? I love Get Hard. That movie is so funny. So these are the nails I did for Get Hard, because Will Ferrell's character in the movie named himself Mayo, right? And he was wearing an orange puffy jacket with these yellow animal print like pants and like a camo shirt and stuff. So I did his outfit on nails. So that's from the Get Hard movie. Do we have any on this page? Nope, that's it. I think those are all the ones. Oh, I was starting to do, I started this one. This is one that was the beginning of movies that we were doing. We were doing Disney, and I was going to do all the Disney princesses, and then something happened, and I didn't end up doing that. Oh, wait, do I have I did do the Aristocats. Where is it? Where's my Aristocats nails? And I also did, here we go. I did Alice in Wonderland nails. Those were the very first nails I ever tried to do any kind of nail art on, that I hand drew. So these right here, I did these like 3 years ago, and it was the very first time I ever tried to draw anything on a nail. And I felt like it came out pretty well considering, right? And then I also did, where's my Aristocats? I did Chris Bell. We're doing Beauty and the Beast. And then, of course, Love and Basketball. Love that movie. That was a good one. Keep finding more that I did. Shaun of the Dead. So I thought these turned out really well. Look at those hands, the bloody hands. I thought those were really cool. I was super proud of those. And he gives his mom a bouquet of yellow flowers in the movie. So that's where that comes from. But yeah, I think that I can't find my Arista. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. The Lost City. I did those as well. So we used to have so much fun. Honestly, I met Mimi the Nail Fairy doing these collabs. So I met Mimi years ago on Instagram. She's amazing. I love her to death. She's such a sweetheart. And so I met her on Instagram doing this collab. And that's kind of what's really funny is everyone in the collab but me and one other chick were all from the UK. They were all UK people. So I don't know if that's where like my love of all my UK people came from, but it was just, I just thought that was very funny. I can't find my Aristocats. I had some really cute Aristocat nails that I did, and they're not in here. I wonder what I did with them. I don't know, but have y'all seen my cheese nails? I love my cheese nails. I'm getting ready to go soon, just so you know, but I just had to show you all these. Look at the cheese nails. I love my cheese nails. They're so funny. I think they're hilarious. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you have not liked this live, please like it. I know it was kind of all over the place, but you know, that's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. I love the cheese nails. They were so funny. I laughed so hard making that video. When I edited it, it was okay. First of all, it was a really long video. So I had to edit so much out. But some of the stuff I edited out was just me literally looking at the nail and laughing my ass off because I just thought it was so freaking funny that I was making cheese nails. So yeah, I was entertaining myself quite a bit with those nails. Loved the cheese nails. But I am going to get going. I hope everyone has an amazing, amazing day. Thanks for hanging out with me. And just, you know, all that good stuff. Like I said, please like and share the live if you would. I'd appreciate it. And don't forget, tomorrow at 2 o'clock CST, so tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, my best friend Lori, Calming Creations by Lori, is going to do her very first live on her channel. I am so excited and so proud of her. So please come join us tomorrow. We will be live starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Lori put up Lori put up on her channel a poll asking y'all what you wanted her to do on her live. So I think she's going to do some 3D. I think that's what won. So, and you know, Lori, she loves that 3D and she always makes crazy shit. So please come join us tomorrow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all. Have a great day. Make sure you hug and kiss and tell the people that you care about, that you love them. Be safe in this crazy world. And I will talk to you soon. Mwah! Bye, everyone.